Hello everyone, welcome to What If DXD vs React to Issei from a different timeline part 8. Before we start, please go support Unison Skeith 666 for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. Ep 36, let the concert begin. Scene change. Skeith house. Scene showing Skeith, who was by himself yawning, noticed a letter on his mailbox before taking out a letter, but burned it after reading the contents. Skeith. The buck is wrong with these people, bring both Naruto and Izuku joining the reaction, and have Issei former harem fall for them, that's the most stupidest request I ever seen. Sighing whatever. After done taking a deep breath, Skeith go inside his home before heading towards where everyone currently is. Skeith. Thinking him seems like they are currently at medical bay, pretty sure they just experienced the simulation room. Chuckle, wonder who they fight. After walking a while before arriving at the medical bay and noticing Issei Vali Drag Albion Bikusagi, Vritriudo Serer Grazer Sirzech, Heracles and Cao Cao in full body cast while Jean Gaspers Inovia Kaneko and Arena with teary eyes are caressing their aching ass, and lastly Azazel, who also in full body cast was placing an ice pack on his cast covered crotch while the rest of Xcast are tending to them while the Xcast and other guests, especially Ritsuka Olgaramani, Shiru and Peter, are still shaken after witnessing the massacre. Skeith. Turn to Ranma, let me guess, Godhand. Ranma. With blank face, yep. Totally is. Skeith. Turn to Xcast, especially those who are heavily injured, so you guys fought Godhand, huh? Well, most of those who was injured replying in frustrated tone. Issei. Fought. Ollie. It wasn't a fought. Greg. It was a total massacre. Albion. That guy is bullshit. Sirzech. He just gone boss mode right from the start. Saji. Plus with cheat activated. Cao Cao. Everything we tried to do towards that guy didn't ever works at all, he's completely invulnerable. Iku. It's not fair. Azazel. And more importantly, why I'm the only one who always get hit right on the hick. Flashback start. Jean. Well, what do we have here? All the participants can't help but feel a nagging feeling telling them to run from their would-be opponent as soon as possible. Issei. Hey Drag, everyone, do you all get the same feeling like me telling us to run right now? All the rest of the participants who was in battle position turn to each other, perplexed, thinking that they are the only one that get the foreboding feeling. Greg. Yeah. Hate to admit it. But not even Trihexa gave the same feeling like this guy. Ollie. Never thought I would say this, but this is the first time I feel I want to run away from a fight. Albion. As much as I hate to admit it, Drag is right, there's something off about this guy. Sirzech. I agree with Drag san and Albion san, best we be careful with others, nodding in agreement. Cao Cao. Yeah, we need to work together defeating him as fast as possible, if not I feel like we are absolutely screwed if we fail to do so. Azazel. Trying to lighten the mood, oh come on, it might just our own paranoia playing mind games with us. While in spectator area, either Ranma, Ichika and Kitaro can't help but give the participants pitying looks. Either. Poor fool, never tempt fate. Ichika. I just hope that they aren't traumatized for life after this battle. Great Red. Why do you four are worried with them? There's only one opponent though, and their opponent was completely human from my observation. Ophis. Indeed, I fail to see the reason why you four are worried for them. But the rest of Xcast together with Peter, Shiru, Ritsuka, Olga and Ramani nodding in agreement. Hitaro. I was watching either Sen, Ranma and Ichika fight that guy back then, but I can safely say. Ranma. Completing Kitaro words with blank face, he ain't trapped in there with them, but they are trapped in there with him. But those that heard it can't help but feel sudden wave of chills run over their spine. Either. Indeed, look at the arena with blank face. Back to the arena. All the participants are busy talking with each other. They notice that their opponents suddenly throw a fastball at them, making an explosion on impact, launching them away, making them screaming in pain, with all of them end up sprawling on the ground. While trying to get up from the ground, they notice that their opponent's right arm suddenly glowing and noticed a notification appear before their very eyes, puzzling them. Warning, run and survive, pride and honor be damned. While either Ranma, Ichika and Kitaro from the spectating area shouting to them to run. Either. Oh I all of you are UNNN. Ranma. Just heed the notification advice. Ichika. If not, all of you will regret it. Kitaro. Run. Back to the arena. Jean. HRRR Haya. And it was this very moment the participants know. They are too late. Issei. Starting to get afraid, guys, it is just me, but did I just heard boss music? Greg. No kidding, Issei, even I heard it, nervously gulping down saliva with others while sweating, nervously nodding, confirming Issei's suspicion. Issei. Sheet. But Azazel suddenly unable to control his body and got pulled before he realized it. But a large crack sound echoes to everyone's ears, making every male hearing that unconsciously covering their crotch, while Azazel, whose mouth are foaming from the ungodly amount of pain, fall to his knees covering his crotch, rendering him semi-unconscious. Issei. Sensei. Ollie. Oi Issei, watch out. Issei. Who got kicked right in the face, launching him towards Drag, making both of them fly at high speed at the wall of the arena, embedding both of them inside. Ollie. Damn you together with Albion tried to use divide. But it doesn't work, making both of them confused and accidentally lower their guard with their opponent, use the opportunity rushing towards them, and use barrel roll kick, launching both of them towards where Issei and Drag are. Saji. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, not even our power works. Both him and Vritra use their ability, but to their surprise, it also didn't work. Asper. My eye also didn't work, terrified seeing people get launched left and right with zero chance to fight back, especially both Sirzech and Razor was temporarily out of commission with their upper body was halfway inside the ground after get suplexed before get stomped hard, burying them further inside the ground. Pericles. You bastard, together with Cao rushing towards their opponent to save both Razor and Sirzech. Only when both of them was in range their opponent suddenly and use Cao long in a spear, beating both of them, making those that watching it flinch from the beatdown with every hit before delivering a devastating kick to both of them, launching them at high speed towards the sky, making a twinkle appear from where they disappear on the sky. All those that was watching except either Ranma, Ichika and Kitaro, mouth gape open in shock seeing that. Ichika. Well, they just got sent to Milky Way. But the other spectator that just heard that turned to him in disbelief before turned to the arena. While the opponent head towards the female participants and Gasper, beating them, temporarily dizzying them before spanking each of them, making them are completely out of commission. But the rest of the participants managed to collect themselves, getting up before seeing their opponent patting his right bicep before giving thumbs down, taunting them, making them angry with red face from the mockery. Jean. Patting right bicep, haha, give thumbs down, boring. Issei. Okay, that's it. Greg. I won't let this transgression pass. Ollie. You dare mock us. Albion. You're gonna pay. But the enraged participants rushing towards their opponent, losing themselves in rage, unable to control themselves. But Azazel was in the lead, did an overhead kick that missed before his opponent right on his crotch, making a louder crack sounds than previous one, echoes over the place, launching him away from the impact, making everyone else, especially the males, covering their own crotch, feeling phantom pain seeing that. But the rest of enraged participants, brought out from their rage-induced episode, tried to make some distance, but it was already too late with their opponent slam his right hand on the ground, launching all of them in the air, with their opponent use this moment to end the fight and use a shoulder move tackle, hitting all of them, launching them away towards the sky, making countless amount of twinkle in the sky, leaving only Azazel in the arena, who just woke up and see his opponent with his back turned against him. Azazel. Sweating bullets while talking in low-pitched voice, mercy. Only to get his hope dashed into pieces when see his opponent turn towards him with the most evil face he see in his life and see a notification appear before him. But Azazel, unable to react and get pulled by his opponent and get punched in the face, dizzying him and got hit with an uppercut, rendering him immobile in the air before right on his hick every time before the last kick, launching him in the sky, following the rest of the participants while screaming in pain all the way. Flashback end. Azazel. Start crying while covering his face. Do you know how I feel? Now my little Azazel are damaged beyond repair, pointing to his crotch while crying, while everyone else can't help but pity him. Skeeth. Chuckle before snapping his fingers, making the injured participants are brought back to full health. Well, guess it's my fault for not adding difficulty tag for the list of opponent to choose in the simulation. Issei. Notice something off, wait, I can feel that my life force are restored. But Xcast turned to Issei in shock hearing that. Sirzech. Is it true, Issei? But both Kuroka and Kaneko feel that Issei life force are brought back just as before he first used Juggernaut Drive. Kuroka. Issei-chan, right, Naya, his life force are recovered to the point of the same amount of normal devil lifespan. Naya. Kaneko. Ni-san, right, Issei senpai life force are fully recovered, he can live as long as normal devil. Both Mickey and Goru hugging Issei, feeling happy for him before thanking Skeeth for the gesture, with the rest of Xcast following them. Skeeth. It's alright, just small matter for me. Shiva. Still, Skeeth-san, in terms of difficulty, how would you rate the one they just fought? With everyone else lean forward interested. Skeeth. I'm gonna rate every difficulty starting from EDCBA and lastly X, and for the guy they just fought I deem him to be A and borderline X when he activate his right hand, but if you fought the double god hand version I can safely say X rank. All those that heard there's a double god hand version become pale hearing that. Saji. Gulping down saliva nervously, you gotta be kidding me, there's a double god hand version of that guy. Vritra. Good thing we didn't accidentally pick the double god hand version of single god hand, can easily send us straight to Milky Way. Cow. Together with the rest of participants shivering, remembering their impromptu trip to Milky Way, I dread we could be sent further than Milky Way. While Ramani, Ritsuka, Olga and Shiru are talking with each other. Ramani. If put in servant term even without equipment, but I can safely say when the god hand dude activate his right arm all his stats parameters except luck jump straight to X rank, sweating nervously. Olga. Good thing he wasn't available in Throne of Heroes, if not. Shiru. There would be total chaos from that. Any master that would summon him would instantly win in Holy Grail War. Ritsuka. Not to mention he can easily piss off any opponent he face. Chaldea would instantly become a Warzone if I somehow managed to summon him, considering nearly everyone was kind of battle hungry. With Ritsuka, Romani and Olga shivering after imagine many unfortunate servants that would get sent flying straight from Chaldea to Milky Way on daily basis. Ritsuka. Chuckling nervously, good thing that guy doesn't exist in the world we came from. I don't think we can survive fighting him head on if he was an enemy, with Shiro, Olga and Romani nodding in agreement. Michael. Still Skeeth Dono, where's both Dono and Corbenik Dono? Skeeth. Shrugs Dono, both of them said that they have some matters to attend to but narrow his eyes. I can't help but feel that those two are trying to mess with me again. Scene showing both and Corbenik in working clothes are busy building a theater that was nearly half finished before changing back to present. Skeeth. Shaking head, anyway, all of you take some rest in the meantime. I'll whip up breakfast for all of you to eat. Come to kitchen after 30 minutes, leave towards the kitchen. After 30 minutes everyone head towards the kitchen having hearty breakfast before go to viewing room taking their seat preparing for the next viewing. Screen open. Scene change, Tokyo Dome midnight. Scene showing the Tokyo Dome are filled to the brim with fans cheering while waving glow sticks, waiting in anticipation for the time when galactic songsters gonna start singing. While Rainer, Calwerner and Middlet already brought out their glowing stick waiting in anticipation like their counterparts in the screen. Issei. Man, they must be truly popular seeing how many those fans are. Serafal. Chuckle, how about after we go back home all of us will go to their next concert as group date Issei-chan. Issei. Grin, sure I would love to. Meanwhile with Issei and Co in VIP booth. Issei. Smiled before shaking his head amused, well, seems like both of them are still popular as usual, huh, and seems like they both have become more popular than before. Ali. Chuckle, heh, you're right, even during our time in university both of them are blessed with talent of singing that was beyond extraordinary. If I don't know any better we would think that both of them have sacred gear related with singing. Razor. Nodding indeed, imagine Razor surprised that even without having sacred gear, both of them are better singers than those that have music related sacred gear. Sererg. Even when blessed with talent, both of them work themselves to reach this point that command respect with everyone in the room nodding in agreement. Sikvera. Indeed, I just managed to hear one of their song last night but even I have to admit, their voice is lovely. Asia. Still. Looking around, where are Alto-san, Brera-san, Michael-san, Lucas-san, Nana-san and Clan-san? Rainer. Oh, Asia-chan is right, where are they? Ali. Give a smirk, well, let's just say that they are involved with this concert from my guess and not just coming with Nana, Cheryl and Ranka for vacation. But everyone decided not to ask any more to spoil themselves the surprise and turn looking at the stage waiting in anticipation. When suddenly a music start playing before everyone attention are brought up to see Ranka, who was slowly descending towards the stage using wire rig as support and after standing on the stage, start talking to the fans before singing and dancing for her song. Ranka. Everyone embrace each other to the end of the universe. Seekin Hiku Rankali. Song skipped. While Rainer together with Calwerner and Middlet was star-eyed and having nosebleed from excitement, waving their glow sticks from the songs. While Rainer, Calwerner and Middlet was in same state like their counterparts, while the rest of X-Cast was clapping their hands after hearing the songs. Issei. Not gonna lie, I think I just become her fan right now. Greg. Her voice was absolutely stunning to hear. Albion. Indeed, can't believe that she doesn't have a sacred gear at all. Ali. Can't blame those fans for being excited, her songs was really good. Ranma. Know it, you guys would love it. Ichika. Both her and Cheryl was the best songstress duo ever. Petero. Totally is. Ritsuka. Chuckle, if Miss Crane was here seeing this she would stand so hard for sure. Remember Miss Crane questionable expression when first meet her during the idol singularity but frowned a bit remembering her and was brought out from sad thoughts from Olga who give him a look of understanding. Male fans A. Marry me Aranka-chan. Male fans B. Hey, stop that thought, she's already engaged, remember? As true fans we should be happy for her. Male fans A. I'm sorry Ranka-chan for the ridiculous comment just now. Ranka. Apologies accepted. Now everyone, are you ready for the next show? Brought out her guitar on her back before stepping back further from the middle of the stage. Fans. Yes. Ranka. I can't hear you, be louder everyone. Fans. YESSSS, we are ready. Ranka. That's the spirit, let the next show begin. Meanwhile in VIP booth. Petero. Damn, she surely are in high spirit today, huh? Ichika. Of course she is, she really loves singing like Cheryl, can't believe that she was quite scaredy cat back then when we first meet her. Ranma. Guess she was influenced by Cheryl outgoing spirit all these years. Razor. Chuckle, yeah, even when knowing about supernatural, Cheryl doesn't even flinch, she was really a brave woman to be respected. Ubaluna. Indeed, Razor Sama. Ravel. Yeah, her confidence are really to be admired with. Sererg. Heck, not to mention even when she knows that Ranka also hold feelings towards Alto, rather than be upset or jealous she literally brought Ranka together with her to confess to towards Alto together. Kusha. Chuckle, yeah, I remember that, she's a woman with big heart to be admired with. Back to the stage. While preparing her guitar, music start playing before several compartments across the stage open, showing Michael, Clan, Nana and Luca came out of their respective compartment, with each of them have musical instruments preparing for the next song, before another compartment in the middle of the stage opened before rising upwards, showing Cheryl, who started to sing and dancing. Northern Cross Cheryl gnome. Song skipped, but most of the viewer in the room jaw drops hearing the song. Gene. Holy crap. Ow cow. Sure that we've been told by them. Sweat drops while pointing to Rainer, Calwerner and Middle that was already unconscious from excitement with Issei and the rest of his harem, trying to woke them up that they are good, but this isn't just good but beyond that. Sirzech. Not gonna lie, Cheryl-san and Ranka-san are seriously the best singers I ever heard in my life. Grayfia. You are right, Sirzech-sama, her singing voice are truly extraordinary. Either. Well, guess I know what songs I gonna hear from now on. Shiru. Yeah, I'm not one to be interested with hearing songs, but their song are truly a masterpiece. Peter. Man, if I didn't accept Mr. Skeeth offer to live here before, I would totally miss to hear these songs. Great Red. Maybe it's just me, but that songs make me feel pumped up for some reason. Tannen. You wasn't wrong, heck, I bet everyone here that heard this song just now would agree, with everyone nodding in agreement. Meanwhile in VIP booth, but Issei put Asia, Rainer, Calwerner and Middle to nearby seat before using smelling salt, waking them up. Rainer. Wah. What just happened? Onaseek. Chuckle, well, you four are overexcited after hearing Cheryl-san's song, making four of you full unconscious, with four of them blushing red from embarrassment. Becabiel. Smirk, can't blame you for her songs was truly incredible, both her and Ranka-san voice are truly extraordinary. If I don't know any better, I bet that their voice have some unknown magical properties. Well, both Issei and Vali hearing that are thinking a bit while communicating with each other with sounds transmission technique. Issei. Hi Vali, do you think it was possible that in alternate universe both Cheryl and Ranka voice have magical properties? Vali. I'm not sure, it might be possible though, their voice was out of this world, but even after checking many times, their voices don't have any magical properties and I'm glad for that. Issei. Yeah, you're right, it was better that way, they both would be targeted by those with malicious intentions, intending to use them for bad things, and honestly, I'm glad that I accidentally messed up back then letting them know about supernatural, if not it would be too late. Vali. Yeah, and that's why we teach them how to protect themselves, we wouldn't want something bad happen to Nissan and everyone else, right? Issei. Smile a bit before his expression turned dark. Yeah, honestly I'm glad meeting a Nissan and everyone else and wouldn't trade them for anything else, but if someone ever plans something malicious against them I will chase them. Even to the end of the world myself. Ali. While also wearing dark expression, well. Don't forget me, I'll also join you, Issei. But both Drake and Albion joined the conversation to calm both of them down. Drake. Alright, that's it, calm down you both, sure both me and Albion also up to it joining you both if that ever happened. Albion. But hold back the killing intent, good thing both me and Drake managed to mask the killing intent of you both in time, if not every normal humans out there in this stadium would fall unconscious. See, even four of them noticed the killing intent of you both, but both Issei and Vali brought out of their stupor, noticing that Kakabiel ran Misererg and Razor giving them worried look, especially ran Misererg and Razor that managed to guess what they are thinking about before both Issei and Vali reassuring them that it's alright. Ichika. Oh, so that's why I feel a sudden burst of killing intent back then. Kitaro. I thought it was my imagination though. Turned to Ranma, why you didn't told us both about it back then. Ranma. Chuckle nervously, would you guys believe me that I actually forgot. Haha. But both Ichika and Kitaro giving not amused stare at Ranma. Sirzech. Scratching his chin, guess even with different personalities both of them show same ferocity protecting those that they hold dear. Azazel. Not gonna lie, I pity those that will try to target those that they hold dear. Together with the rest of Xcast turned to stare at Cao Cao and his team, making them nervous. Cao Cao. Gulping down saliva nervously, for some reason I feel that my other self would screw up badly, and I really hope it wasn't the case though. Aorg. And I really hope that our other self wouldn't become other volley victim, though, making the rest of the team shiver before got slapped at the back of the head by irritated Jean. Jean. You idiot, don't jinx us, start praying that she together with the rest of the team wouldn't become other volley prank victims. Skeeth. Hiding his smirk knowing it was futile while thinking, poor girl, it's already too late, it's already set in stone. After a certain amount of time with both Cheryl and Ranka singing several of their song before their last song for today. Iku. That's it, when I go back home, I'm gonna buy all DVDs containing their songs, with most Xcast nodding in agreement. Then Alana. Chuckle, guess I should go travel around the human world more, I really missed most of the amazing things out there. Zeoticus. Indeed dear, guess it's time for family vacation then. Yasaka. Have to admit, hearing all their songs was truly new experience for me. Kunu. Same with me mom. Rainer. Pouting a little, Maui, my other self was really lucky managed to go to their concert. Palwerner. Well, at least we can watch it from here. Middlet. Still it's kinda cool seeing their concert this way. I'm glad that all us four got brought back to life with the rest of revived fallen angel group nodding in agreement. Onaseek. Yeah, totally. Scene showing both Cheryl and Ranka was sweating from singing and dancing the whole time of the concert. Ranka. Well then everyone, it was nice spending time with all of you. Cheryl. Now for the finale, here is the last song from us both to all of our loving fans. But both Cheryl and Ranka taking a deep breath before nodding to each other while the music start playing before they start dancing and singing. Lion Cheryl Nome and Ranka Lee. After ending the song, all the fans literally shouting and cheering while clapping from the excitement for the last surprise on the last song. While in the viewing room everyone was also clapping for the splendid show. Sirzech. Grinning man, now I kinda envy my other self having friends like them. Razor. Same with you Sirzech. Razor also feel the same thing. Shiva. Have to admit the last unexpected surprise was well done. Indra. Indeed, those fans literally focused on both of the girls without noticing those two that was preparing above the stage. Odin. Chuckle, well, guess it was nearly the end of this viewing, huh? While in VIP booth nearly everyone sweat dropped seeing the four fans passed out from excitement again. While the four mentioned females was blushing embarrassed seeing their counterparts' embarrassing state. Ollie. Chuckle, well, can't blame them, they are diehard fans after all. Issei. After putting all four of them on the couch before turning to others, well, let them rest, in meantime let's see what gonna happen next. While in the stage after taking a breather, both Cheryl and Ranka turned to their fans, with their fans quiet down to hear what they gonna say. Ranka. Well, everyone here must be curious why both of us suddenly declare to visit Japan suddenly without any notice. Random fans. Yeah, we are, do you mind telling us the reasons? Cheryl. Chuckle, well, it was mostly to surprise visit both of my surrogate little brothers and their friends that was a classmate of all of us here during our time in university, gesturing to Ranka, Nana, Alto, Brera, Michael, Luca and clan that was waving back to the crowd. But Issei widened his eyes in shock hearing that and praying hoping that Cheryl won't tell both him and Vali identity as Cheryl's surrogate little brothers. All the fans are murmuring between each other from the shocking news, not knowing that Cheryl has two surrogate little brothers, before several female fans ask the next question, making Cheryl, Ranka and the rest on the stage sweat drops hearing the questions. Female fan A. Those two little brothers of you, are they handsome? Female fan B. And was both of them are single too? Female fan C. And more importantly, are they a virgin? Making those that hear the last question spit out their drink, questioning the sanity of the girl that asked the last question. Ranka. W. Well, from normal female standards both of them are handsome though, and yes, they are single. Cheryl. But for the last question is a breach of their privacy and I won't answer them. But literally nearly every female fans in the stadium cheering hearing the answers despite the last question wasn't answered but stopped after hearing next word. Ranka. But both of them are currently not interested with having a girlfriend right now. Male fan G. More importantly, are both of them was also singer like you both? Cheryl. Chuckle, well, those two can sing really well but both of them only sing at some time as part of their hobbies. Male fan J. Are they are together among us in this stadium? Ranka. Well, they surely are. Did. Female fan H. Please call them, we want to see what they look like. Female fan S. And if possible we want to hear them sing too. While nearly every female fans urging both Ranka and Cheryl to make Cheryl two mysterious surrogate little brothers to reveal themselves. Azazel. Damn, those female fans are thirsty. I bet if both other Issei and Vali show themselves, those female fans would to barge towards the stage to gape them. Odin. Sheesh, and the females call us men the horny one. Azazel. Indeed, why they can't admit that they are hornier than us men, there's nothing wrong with being honest. Skeeth. Oi, you two, with both Azazel and Odin turn to him, run point to the pissed off females in the viewing room that start jazzing both of them, making them run away in fright. After a certain amount of time with both Azazel and Odin was in full body cast from the beatdown they received from the females. Cheryl. Sorry for crushing the hope of all of you that wished to see my little brother's appearance, but both of them prefer to be low profile as possible to avoid being popular. Ranka. Both of them prefer quiet and ordinary life, together with Cheryl, thinking of the same thing. Well, only Issei though Vali would probably don't care from being exposed to spotlight, making the female fans let out an awe sounds hearing that. Cheryl. Alright then everyone, it's time for us to end this day. Thank you everyone for coming to our concert. Ranka. See you all later, take care. But Cheryl and Ranka together with the rest of the group in the stage waving to everyone while going down inside the stage from the compartment. While in VIP booth, Issei let out a breath of relief. You, that was close, good thing Ani-san didn't expose our identity. Ollie. Chuckle, no need to worry, Issei Ani-san wasn't gonna expose us, she know if she do that our peaceful life would be over. Sirzech. Still I kinda miss the time when we are in the band back then in university. Razor. Oh totally is, shame you both stopped singing since the graduation. Azazel. Who, this is quite interesting, so the four of them was in a band, huh? Sirzech. Now I wonder what is their band name. Iku. Turned to Vali before chuckling, making him irritated. Man, I can't imagine you being a singer, dude. Vali. Throw a pillow at Biku face shutting him up. Oh shut up. Sakvara. You four formed a band before. Ichika. Well they did, it was more like they do it just to pass time. Hitaro. Speaking of Issei Vali, do you both still able to sing like before? Issei. Shrugs. Dunno, haven't sing, since the graduation I probably got rusty though. Ali. Same, many things happen so kinda busy to sing. Ranma. Oh come on, you both should totally sing again. Ravel. I would love to hear Issei-san and Vali-san sing again. While unconscious group that already woke up hear that both Issei and Vali can't sing, also wishing that they want to hear them sing too, while together with Ravel giving puppy dog eyes. Bicabial. Chuckle. Well, seems like you both can't escape though. Donasik. Haha, those five surely are in sync. Vali. Chuckle. Well then Issei, you're up for it. I see. Sighing before smile a bit. Well if you said so Vali, guess it won't hurt to start singing again once in a while. Sirzech. Now that's I wanted to hear bump fist together, glad that both me and Razor already prepared the equipment beforehand. Razor. Razor know that our band will make a comeback now. Razor can't wait to get back to the practice. But four of them bump fist together to commemorate the revival of their band. Screen close. But everyone else got up stretching after finish watching this viewing. Issei. Man, never thought that the four of us was in a band in that world. Razor. Color. Razor surprised, it was surely unexpected. Sirzech. But not unwelcome, and seems like both you and Vali was the lead singer. Issei. Ali. Honestly, I'm still speechless knowing that my other self pick up singing beside dancing. But Great Red, Drag and Albion twitch a bit before grabbing Issei and Vali's shoulder, dragging them to nearest empty room. Great Red. Nearly forgot we have to teach you boys the glory of dancing. Drag. Now you young dragons, join us to the dancing side of the world. Albion. And there's no escape for you both. But Issei and Vali kicking and screaming trying to free themselves from the three dragons' grasp while the others sweat drops watching that. Ajuka. Well. That was something. Either. Chuckle. Well, seems like it's been quite a while since our visit. See you later everyone, we'll came back later for the next visit. Ritsuka. Yeah, time surely flies fast. See y'all later. Peter. It was nice hanging out with all of you, but either Ranma, Ichika, Kitaro, Peter, Shiro, Ritsuka, Olga and Romani leaves the house after sending their farewell to Skeeth and Xcast. Skeeth. Well all of you do your own thing, I have some matter to attend. Chow leave the house before teleporting to somewhere, but the rest of Xcast decided to hit the hay seeing that it was quite late. Ep 37 end of summer break, new term start. Scene change, Skeeth house simulation room. Scene showing most of Xcast are browsing looking at list of challenger for them to challenge in the future. Issei. Man, there was a lot on the list to choose. Vali. Yeah, can agree with you Issei, there's a lot of them. Sirzech. But still. Start to sweat drops. Why there are lots of A and X ranks compared to B, C, D and E rank difficulty challengers, wasn't it supposed to be the other way around? While others can't help but sweat drops with Sirzech's statement while also agreeing with him. How cow. Still the list of the name on A and X rank was pretty badass. Albion. But pretty ominous, making those that wish to challenge them think otherwise, while some are totally weird. Greg. Yeah, for example on X rank, rampaging Discord, I can't help but feel fear from it. Vritra. Agreed, I can't help but think that even Trihexa was like a mere pebble in front of this rampaging Discord. All the rest of Xcast in simulation room nodding in agreement with Vritra's statement. Skeeth. Suddenly appear. Well, Vritra wasn't wrong about that. While everyone screaming in shock from Skeeth's sudden appearance. Azazel. Garg rubbing his hands over his beating heart. Holy crap, that scared me. Lord Phoenix. Same, I nearly got heart attack from that. Skeeth. Chuckle. My bad, seeing you guys are focusing on all these lists I can't help but tease you all a little. Still, as I previously said, Trihexa can't hold a candle against rampaging Discord at all. Zeoticus. I see, this rampaging Discord must powerful for you to say that. Skeeth. Chuckle. Oh totally, even if there's 100 Trihexa team up together against rampaging Discord they would be slaughtered in an instant. While everyone else nervously gulping down saliva hearing that. Issei. Chuckle trying to lift the mood despite being nervous. Man, good thing that we just decided to browse the list for now. Great Red. The hatchling is right, even if I can fought Trihexa single-handedly I wouldn't be able to fight 100 of Trihexa at the same time. Ophis. Hugging Lilith protectively despite being nervous. Yeah, this rampaging Discord are dangerous. Iku. Together with others continuing browsing the list, and on the X rank, the list continued to go on such as defective loser. Razor. The oldest woman. Julio. Slime of storms. Sirzech. Overlord that hate lewdness. Now that was a unique title. Udo. And Penguin that searching the desert. Howky baddest guy that thought he's a human but actually a true demon. Now that was a mouthful title to say. Bicabial. Those was quite an interesting title they got. Sweat drops. Skeeth. Chuckle knowing who they are guessing about. Well, I'll add more in the future for the easier difficulty challengers for all of you to spar with. Anyway, let's go have a breakfast first. But Skeeth together with those on simulation room goes to the kitchen, seeing housewives of Xcast just finished cooking for them and start enjoying their food. While those in shipper alliance with mischievous grin purposely take their own respective seats, making Issei coincidentally sit beside Sakvara, making both of them blushing red embarrassed, while the rest of Issei harem pouting, seeing that before glaring at those that make they unable to sit beside Issei. While the rest of Xcast and Skeeth chuckle amused seeing that. Shuri. Ah, young love, I remember when we was like that once, dear. Arakiel. Yeah, I miss those days, and I'm glad Skeeth-san and Corbenik-san brought you back, dear. Shuri. While talking lovingly with her husband, her smile dimmed a little after noticing Akeno's solemn face, who was looking at interaction between Issei and Sakvara, who was talking about mechas before Elmenhal joining their conversation. Seems like Akeno was still affected by her past decision, dear. Arakiel. Sighing, have to admit, first I dislike the kid, but after knowing him better I can safely say that he's the perfect one for Akeno. Shame she made such hasty decision now. We can only wait to see what future holds for her now. While the rest of Issei former harem was in same state like Akeno, while their own family was looking at them in pity. Skeeth. After done eating and washing his own dishes, well, I'll prepare for the viewing beforehand. You all finish eating first, leave to viewing room. 10 minutes after everyone done eating and joining Skeeth at viewing room, taking their own seat preparing for the next viewing. Screen open. Narrator voice. Several days later after the concert and beginning of new school term. Scene change. Haidu household kitchen area. Scene showing Rainer, Asia and Ravel was currently washing the dishes, while Donasik, Kalwerner and Middlet are cleaning the other parts of the house. Rainer. It was truly exciting experience the other days, right girls? Asia. You're right, Rainer Onasama. I'm glad we managed to go to Cheryl-san and Ranka-san concert. Ravel. Sulking a little, I can't believe that I forgot to tell you all that Issei-san and Vali-san know Cheryl-san, Ranka-san and the others. I'm so sorry. Asia. Chuckle, it's alright Ravel-chan, we don't blame you. Rainer. Besides, you've been busy handling the matter about learning to manage Kuo territory better and the paperwork for you and Asia-chan to transfer to Kuo. Issei. Brighton, so other Asia and Ravel will transfer to Kuo together it seems. Arena. Could it be that they will transfer to Kuo together with me? Skeeth. Chuckle, I wouldn't say more cause of spoilers, just see for now. Sona. Could be my speculation, but could it be the reason that Asia joining the school later than ours because they've been teaching Asia Japanese language and customs? Skeeth. Snap his fingers. Bingo, Sona-san are right, that was the first reason. Azazel. And could it be that the second reason was because of other Issei own protectiveness towards Asia to prevent her from harm and training her too? Skeeth. Clapping, congratulate Azazel, indeed Azazel-san, considering that other Issei more cautious and bit of paranoia tendency he hold back Asia to join the school, more than intended cause he learned from Sarayarg and Razor that Diodora been seeking Asia, that's why he hold Asia back to join the school, training her to make sure that Asia can protect herself better when he's not around. Issei. Nodding, I can't blame my other self action, I would probably do the same though. Sirzech. And considering that other Asia-san wasn't a reincarnated devil, that was probably the best course of action. Other little brother are probably worried that Asia-san trusting and kind-hearted nature would end up with her being tricked by Diodora and becoming one of his peerage members. Asia. Shifting in her seat with unease. Sirzech-sama are right, that would probably be happen to me if I don't know any better. Issei. Hugging Asia protectively, it's alright Asia, Diodora already gone, he cannot hurt you anymore. Asia. Feeling relieved after being hugged by Issei. Hi Issei-san. Benelana. And from my observation, this other Asia-san aside from battle experience, her fighting prowess and power already borderline high-class devil, so that's probably why she can finally manage to attend school. Zeoticus. Seems like that was probably the case, my dear. Ravel. Woo, it was quite a lot of paperwork to handle, not to mention observing the vicinity across Kuo for any suspicious activity. Both Rias-sama and Sona-sama been helping me since then. Bulkakabiel, who just came inside the kitchen and overheard their conversation, decided join their conversation. Bakabiel. Oh ho, so those two Eris been helping you managing Kuo. I can already expect that Citri Eris helping you, considering she's quite serious doing her duties, but never thought that Gremory Eris finally stepped out of her comfort zone of being lazy to help you. But Rias can't help but feel she got hit with imaginary lazy word right in her gut, making an imaginary rain clouds raining above her head, as if rubbing salt in injury, making her depressed. Iku. Wincing seeing Rias state, ouch, that was critical burn, I'd say. Odin. Been a while since I heard those kind of comment, got a feeling that there's more coming. Ravel. Scratch her cheek, chuckling nervously, well she is more dependable than before for sure. Balsam's cast can't help but wince hearing another accidental burn before giving Rias pitying looks while she tried to reassure Ravel that she was okay. Rias. Lamently muttering to herself while the imaginary rain cloud become dark and start emitting lightning strikes, was I'm truly not dependable before all these time back then. Becabial. Chuckle well at least she finally stepped up trying to become better than before. Ravel. Yeah she is remembering when Rias was instructing her on details of paperwork about Kuo management. While Rainer thinking a bit before giving cheeky smile. Rainer. Ravel-chan. Ravel. Yes Rainer-san. Rainer. When teaching you on how to manage Kuo was, both of them suspiciously asking in detail about Issei-kun. While Ravel can't help but remember the time when both Rias and Sona together with Kaneko Akeno and Tsubasa been asking more about Issei before her eye twitching unnoticeable to others when it comes to Zenobia turn. Zenobia. Nervously gulping down saliva muttering to herself oh please don't tell that it's my turn now. While Griselda in her seat was giving a penetrating stare at Zenobia, making her shrink further from fear in her seat. Ravel. Well both of them together with Akeno-san Kaneko-san and Tsubasa-san been asking about Issei-san for sure frowned a bit after done speaking. Rainer. Chuckle well it can't be helped I understand how they feel about Issei-kun they probably start feeling attracted to Issei-kun after he saved them. Becabial. Chuckle amused before giving a smirk never thought that I would accidentally become a wingman back then well, it's about to be expected, with Hero saving the damsel in distress troop, considering how he appears saving them from me when I attack Kuo. But Skeeth getting up from his seat before goes to Kakabiel giving him a medal with words, Chad wingman with him wearing it with honor, while the rest of the Shipper Alliance members clapping their hands congratulating Kakabiel. Becabiel. Thank you Skeeth-san, I'll wear this medal with honor and pride. Asia. Tilt her head confused still Ravel-chan why you frowned suddenly just now. Ravel. Making awkward expression before talking awkwardly oh. It's about Zenobia-san actually. Asia. Huh. What about Zenobia-san? Becabiel. Raise eyebrow after seeing Ravel awkward expression yeah what about Durandal user is there something wrong about her? Ravel. Thinking hard whether to say it or not, before decided to say it well from what I found out she's been trying on how to find some alone time with Issei sent for her to have hex with him so that she can bear his children, saying that a strong man like Issei will grant her a strong offspring. But the scene suddenly changed before the screen splitting into 3 parts showing Vali, Sirzech and Razor in different places, stopping what they are currently doing feeling something amiss in the air. Vali Sirzech Razor. Did some kind of thoughty harlotty bitch wanted, trying to target our bro Issei chastity. This needs some contingency plan with others. When suddenly a large imaginary thoughty harlotty bitch wanted word appear before falling down to Zenobia head making loud clang sounds to others that hear it making them look around, but find nothing, but can't help but feel it was directed at Zenobia. While Zenobia was writhing in pain caressing her imaginary bump above her head, while Miss Law and Lady Phoenix with smiling face was pulling their sunnier from their counterparts, choice of words making yell out in pain, while Vali breathed out sigh of relief that he wasn't in same predicament like Sirzech and Razor. Pauki. Wow, triple burn critical hit combo whistle in amazement. Tobio. What matter is we know that in previous viewing is that the 3 of them have special kind of sixth sense to sense if Issei managed to charm a girl but. How cow. To think that they can sense if some kind of slut with imaginary word slut appear piercing Zenobia chest, making her depressed, trying to target Haidu chastity now that's some serious shit. Aorg. What matter more is that the 3 of them was in sync saying the same thing. Pericles. Shed tears still in amazement Sue. This is what us men call the peak of brotherhood. While the rest of the male cast nodding in agreement feeling respect with other Vali, Sirzech and Razor achievement. Dreg. Speaking of, what about other me? Albion. Yeah, Dreg right, I'm also curious about me and Dreg do they both can't sense it too? Skeeth. Chuckle oh they both totally did. While inside the boosted gear, scene showing enraged Dreg in mafia clothes, while several types of modified firearms are strapped on his back while smoking cigar wielding 10-barrel shotgun, pumping it out, while being held out by the rest of past user trying to calm him down. Dreg. Let go of me some kind of harlot trying to rob Issei of his chastity let me blast that harlot to oblivion. And while in the divine dividing. Scene showing the rest of past user feeling creeped out by Albion, who was suddenly muttering out of nowhere for no reason before they scooting away further from him. Albion. C4 check acid flamethrower check baseball bat check, sandpaper rubber duck check, Krober check flame extinguisher check ski mask check, centipede check beehive check, baking soda, check dissolving agent check all check cuckoo. But the cast jaw drops after see what they are seeing before turn to flabbergasted Dreg and Albion, while Zenobia was shaking in fear for her other self-safety. Tannen. Damn Dreg, other you looks like an overprotective dad in rage. Britra. And other Albion looks like he was planning a murder. Prom Cruich. Sweat drops on now I remember, Albion was like this when he's younger if my memory serves right. EDRAIG and Albion. Silent for a while before replying no comment. While Tiamat trying to hide her nosebleed and wet crotch after feeling hot seeing other Dreg dominating aura on the screen. Tiamat. breathing heavily with her pupils briefly turned into heart shape while muttering after glance at Drake, who started shivering before looking around. Daddy, take and pin me down, ravage me. Great Red. I'm speaking of how about me, considering that other me know them too. Skeeth. Chuckle. You can say that Dimension Gap was in an uproar after large battalion of Chaos Brigade members consists of Old Satan faction that was sent out by Ophis in one of her desperate attempt to drive you out from Dimension Gap was slaughtered mercilessly from your enraged counterpart. Screen showing inside the Dimension Gap in chaos with pissed off Great Red currently burning the fleeing Chaos Brigade members to ashes. Great Red. I remember that I just throw them out to the portal they come out from, but seems like my counterpart decided to kill them instead from anger. Azazel. Sweat drops. Damn, they came at a wrong time. I almost feel sorry for them. Bicabial. No need to, they deserve it. Sirzech. Seems like other Great Red San inadvertently reduced the members of Old Satan faction members tremendously from this incident. Seraphol. Guess our other self will have an easier time to when they attack the underworld. Ajuka. Now I'm interested to see how it will play out. After hearing Ravel words, Kakabiel Raynor together with Donasi Kalwarner and Middle that just came inside the kitchen to get some water give deadpan look hearing that, while Asia covering her red face feeling embarrassed after hearing it. Asia. How indecent. Donasik. Still in disbelief. Is that little girl freaking serious? Middlet. Seriously? Surely it wasn't true. Right. Fassipum after Ravel confirming that it was true before muttering, these type of woman always the one that brings shame to us women. Halwarner. Okay, all three of us gesturing to both Raynor and Middle. Here was fallen angels wearing some questionable skimpy outfits doing mission during our time in Grigori before, but Raynor. Continue where Calwarner left off. Not even the three of us was that brazen enough like that to casually wage our own chastity just to conceive a strong offspring. Ravel. Realized something after hearing Raynor words before looking at the three fallen angel woman. Could it be that the three of you are? But the three fallen angel woman, albeit blushing a bit after accidentally revealing their deepest secret, nodding, confirming Ravel's suspicion, making her blush with Asia also following suit after finally guessed what Ravel was talking about. Raynor. Still blushing, chuckling a bit. As you guessed, all three of us was still a virgin. Middlet. Sure that all three of us already fall from grace, but we still remember father teaching. Halwarner. And despite being a fallen angel we still hold of our pride during our time as pure angels. Raynor. And the three of us make an oath to give ourselves to those we would fall in love and marry in the future. But three of them fall into dreamlike trance, dreaming when they will marry Issei and spend the rest of their lives with him, while both Ravel and Asia making an awe sounds from how romantic it is. While most of Xcast turn to three embarrassed fallen angels feeling respect towards them, while older women of Xcast giving them a look of respect for holding on their chastity for so long. Raynor. Mau, this is embarrassing. Middlet. To think that our biggest secret would be revealed by our other self. Halwarner. Chuckle, guess the secret already out. There goes our image. Enemu. Never thought that you three are still keeping your chastity intact. You three have my respect. Gabriel. Pull the three of them into hug. Thank you for still remembering father teaching. After a while with everyone turned back to the screen to continue watching the viewing. Donasik. Turned to Kakabiel noticing his eye are twitching. Something wrong. Kakabiel Sama. Kakabiel. I can guess what my other self gonna say, so I won't say it, but I can safely say that. Skeeth. Continue where Kakabiel left off with Kakabiel nodding, making Zenobia nervous. It would one hell of brutal comment to hear. But Kakabiel sighing before turned to Donasik asking him to cover Asia ears, saying she's too innocent for what he gonna say next. With Donasik decided to do what was asked and cover Asia ear. Kakabiel. I don't know what to say, rubbing forehead from headache before continue speaking. I already got a feeling that she emit a bitchy aura when I attack Kuo and hope that it was just my imagination, but never thought that it was true. After all, spoke with the most deadpan face as possible. If her goal in life was to conceive strong offspring, why don't she go to any supernatural territory? Then lying down on her back naked before spreading her legs, prostituting herself, begging any supernatural passerby in the area to data, expunged and redacted her. Spoke sarcastically, that way it would be faster for her to achieve her goal. Am I right if that how her mindset is? I'm not surprised, that's the reason she's unable to properly use Durandal. I bet it felt insulted with how it's wielder. Have such a degenerate mindset. If she doesn't grow out from that mindset soon, no chance in hell she would be able to unleash Durandal true strength. But Ravel, Raynor, Calwarner, Middleton, Donasik jaw drops hearing such brutal comment from Kakabiel, while everyone else except Skeeth and Kakabiel jaw drops flabbergasted hearing other Kakabiel brutal words. Ali. Holy buck. Iku. That was completely brutal. Shiva. That is the most destructive comments I ever heard in my life, easily in top 10. Vishnu. Indeed it is. While the rest of Xcast slowly turned towards Zenobia, who was shakily brought out Durandal, stuttily asking it a question, hoping it wasn't true. Zenobia. D. Durandal could it be that the reason that I'm unable to properly use you all these time W was because of my mindset back then and you feel insulted and ashamed by it? But Durandal have no response at first and suddenly glow brightly before the glow dimmed to the side of its blade that facing Zenobia to form words YESIAMYOUBITCH, making Zenobia coughing blood from the shock of the unexpected brutal reply from Durandal before fall to her seat, passed out with pale face with her soul leaving out from her mouth in cartoonish way while the rest of Orc goes into panic, seeing that with teary-eyed Irina, desperately trying to put back Zenobia's soul into her body. Azazel. Hot damn, never thought that Durandal would respond like that. Bicabial. My guess is that Durandal been waiting for this moment to express its frustration all these time. Issei. Can't blame it if I was Durandal myself, I would be ashamed and insulted getting wielder with such minced Eswold. I know that Durandal was quite wild but that was totally unexpected. Asco. Honestly I'm also shocked as you my friend. Iku. That really one brutal reply from a sword, I can't help but pity her from being burned by her own sword. Arthur. Sweat drops, yeah totally is brought out Collyburn looking at it in worry. I really hope that Collyburn wasn't disappointed at me in some way. The Fae. Of course Collyburn wouldn't think of you in such way big brother, pretty sure that Collyburn was proud of you with Collyburn glowing softly, as if to confirm La Fae word see big brother, Collyburn are proud of you. Arthur. Let out breath of relief seeing that before looking at Collyburn intently. Thank you Collyburn, I will work hard and continue to make you proud of me for sure, this is my oath. But Asia after Donasi uncover her ear noticed a bento box that was at the side of the dining table. Asia. Issei send bento with others except Kakabiel gasp in realization that Issei forgot his bento box. Azazel. Together with the rest of Shipper Alliance members start giving a smirk ho. Seems like it's time for those lovely maiden come to school, delivering bento to their would-be husband. While Issei and the mentioned girls blushing red from Azazel unexpected comment. Odin. Alright place your bet everyone, I bet that the nun will come to deliver it. Razor. Razor bet that Ravel-chan would be the one to deliver it. RUVAL Landlord, Phoenix. Same with me. Sirzech. Oh this is interesting, I bet that both of them will deliver it. Azazel. I bet that Rainer was the one to deliver it. Arakiel. No I bet Caloriner to deliver it. Sahariel. HMPH Middle the one that would deliver it. Armrose. This is getting fun, I bet both Rainer and Caloriner was the one to deliver it. Hamiel. Hahaha all of you know nothing, I bet the trainer, Caloriner and Middle would be the one to deliver it. Penemu. Have to admit, this is quite fun but you boys would lose this time, I bet Asia, and 3 of them will go instead. Sirzech. Hey you all know nothing, shaking head amused, I'll go with harem option, all 5 of them will go instead to deliver the bento. Zeoticus. Same with me, I'm placing the same bet like my son. But others that just placing their gasp in realization from Sirzech and Zeoticus words thinking they might win this bet. Azazel. Oi Shemazai, place your bet now, I don't want to lose betting against him, pointing to Sirzech who was smirking triumphantly. Shemazai. Roll his eyes from annoyance after seeing desperate face of his fellow cadre that just placed their bets. Whatever, I'll bet Kakabiel that will go deliver the bento instead. But most of Xcast stopped in their tracks dumbfounded after hearing the unexpected bet, especially Kakabiel who spat out his drink. Kakabiel. Totally lose his cool before shouting what the buck. Why the hell you betting for other me that will go instead? Shemazai. Shrugs I just put whatever I choose as my bet cause I'm not interested with this betting pool. Besides if I win it would be funny seeing those students' reaction if a middle-aged guy will come to deliver the bento instead of those girls. From my experience after start watch the viewing it could possible. Bicabiel. I twitching while muttering to himself I'm so gonna take a page from Lucifer book pranking him like hell if he's somehow winning this bet. But Donasik let out small breath of relief having managed to dodge the bullet of being dragged into the bet while Issei start praying, hoping that Kakabiel wasn't the one to deliver the bento to his other self. Mickey. This is quite funny right dear. Oru. Yeah, have to admit I wonder who gonna go deliver the bento. Great Red. Heh. But those that was betting suddenly turned to Great Red, that currently giving them a smug look realizing that he haven't placed his bet yet. Zeoticus. Oh I totally forgot. Lord Phoenix. Please don't let him win this bet this time. Great Red. Humph. Bunch of amateurs, let this daddy show how's it's done. Take a deep breath before spoke. I bet that those that you all bet wouldn't be the one that will deliver the bento. But most of those that just placed their bet gasp hearing that. Sirzech. No way, it's impossible, there's no other possible candidates to send the bento instead of them. Serafal. Yeah Zech-chan is right. All the rest of Xcast nodding in agreement while looking at Great Red. Great Red. Gwahahaha. Seems like you all have much to learn in art of betting. Go back to his seat looking at the screen before talking without turning to the rest of Xcast. Let us watch how it unfolds youngsters. But the rest of Xcast, especially most of those that placed the bet, have no choice but watch the viewing for now. Skeeth. Chuckle amused silently. How amusing. Scene change. Kuo High School Gate Guardhouse. Scene showing the gatekeeper who was currently reading a newspaper while still keeping an eye on surrounding area before noticing several figures that was outside the guardhouse and start talking with them. Gatekeeper. I see, so all of you know Haidu-sensei and come here to deliver his forgotten bento, huh? Chuckle, very well. Here's your pass to get inside if I'm right. He probably are still teaching. Here's his classroom location. Start giving instruction on how to go to the classroom Issei currently at. All those that was betting just now except Great Red that was still confident hoping that they will win the bet. Scene changed to B classroom. Scene showing that it was about 10 minutes left before recess. With every students in the class, use the 10 minute of rest provided by Issei talking with Arena, who just transferred to Kuo today. Arena. Mao, my school debut got skipped. Aika. So you're saying that you used to be Issei sensei childhood friend Arena-san? Arena. Yeah, it is nodding happily. Murayama. Oh, how is he when he's younger back then? Arena. Scratch her cheek while remembering the past well. He was completely cheerful before back then, but now he completely different from what I remember, I guess. It's probably because Mickey Abasan and Goro Ajasan passing making him like that. Hadis. I see, still I never thought that you and Zenobia-san was friends to Arena-san. Zenobia. Yeah, we both totally are, while occasionally glancing at Issei thinking on how to be alone with him to ask him impregnating her for her goal. Zenobia. Please other me, please don't attempt what I'm thinking about. Remembering that other Issei totally hate the type of her past behavior. Mitsuda. Seriously, I can't believe that sensei was cheerful when he's a kid. Motohama. Nodding, yeah, despite being the same age as us he was too mature. Aika. Chuckle, guess skipping grades after grades would totally do that to a person. Arena. Get up from her seat before go towards Issei and Issei-chan. Issei. Turn away from the paperwork he's doing towards Arena while adjusting his glasses. What is it, Arena? Arena. After school hours, do you mind showing me around the school? I'm still not completely familiar with the school layout. Thinking Mau. No matter how much I seen Issei-chan on a suit, I can't help but notice how dashing he is in it, plus the glasses he's wearing complement well with his clothes, gushing how handsome Issei is in suit. While Issei was about to reply, everyone suddenly heard knocking sounds on the door. Issei. Come in. Wonder who was it? Tried to sense who was outside before widen his eyes in shock and trepidation before turning towards the door and see who was it before muttering to himself, oh, you gotta be kidding me. But the rest of the students in the classroom, see who just came to visit, showing Vali together with Drag and Albion who was in human form. Ali. Grinning before spoke loudly for everyone to hear, yo Issei, your big bro come to visit you at work. You forgot your bento. Brought out the bento box on his hand for everyone to see. Screen close. Great Red. Get up from his seat turning to others with smug look, pay up suckers, muahahaha. Azazel. Erg, you gotta be shitting me. Sirzech. Why? Just whyy. Odin. How the heck he's the one that always keep winning the bet. Great Red. Talking to the loser and mocking tone making them glare at him. Now it's about the matter of experience, youngsters, now pay up. But those that lost a bet give Great Red his winning prize while sulking all the way. Well, Vali has had enough. Get up before shouting confused. Ali. How it was other me together with DDRAIG and Albion that come to deliver the bento. Albion. The matter is how the heck both me and Dreg end up joining Vali to deliver the bento. Looking at the screen with absolute confusion. Dreg. That's what I'm confused about, shaking head trying to collect himself. It was truly bizarre turn of events. Bacabial. Breathe sigh of relief. Wu. Good thing it wasn't other me that appeared to deliver the bento. Roygun. Chuckle, well, life surely full of surprise. Now I can't help but feel bad towards them. Glance at depressed Asia, Ravel, Rainer, Kalwerner and Middled that keep muttering that they lost towards a guy to deliver a bento, while Issei trying to cheer them up. Kuroka. Now Vali, Naya go apologize towards them. Naya. Vali. Huh. Why? Kuroka. I twitching before shouting towards him, it cause even if it was other you Naya, it was still you making them depressed by stealing their other self chance to send the bento. It's common courtesy to apologize, Naya. But Kuroka proceeds to throw him towards the depressed girls, making Vali yell out from the unexpected surprise before catching himself and start apologizing towards Asia, Ravel, Rainer, Kalwerner and Middled with them accept his apology, while the rest of cast are stunned after seeing what just happened. Iku. Holy crap. Arthur. Okay. That was the first time I see her lost her temper like that. Kuroka. Giving both Arthur and Biku a glare making them shut up. What? Is there something on my face, Naya? Skeeth. Chuckle, well, that's it for the viewing today. You all are free to do your own thing and, as you all guessed, I have somewhere to go, leave the house before teleporting to somewhere else. Issei. I've been always curious where Skeeth-san always go after each viewing. Udo. It's probably as some kind of duty for being like him to do, better not to delve much about it. Issei. Genshiru. Yeah, Udo right, what matter more is that I can't wait to see the next viewing to see what gonna happen next. Issei. You're right, anyway let's go have a dinner. I'm dying to try another recipe that either sent teach me roll both his sleeves before rushing towards the kitchen, making the rest of cast at see a chuckling amused before head towards the kitchen following Issei. Ep 38 when the idiot comes embarrassment follows. Scene change Keith house outside of empty room. Scene showing most of cast was waiting in front of the empty room where Great Red Drag and Albion dragging both Issei and Vali inside before for dance training session. Asia. Looking worriedly at the door. It's been quite a while since both Issei-san and Vali-san been dragged inside that room by Great Red-san, Drag-san and Albion-san. I'm worried for both of them. Ravel. Yeah me too Asia-chan together with those waiting outside, remembering the occasional scream from both Issei and Vali during the course they was inside the room. Kuroka. Well, there's no point worrying right now, they're just having dance training Naya. Rossweisse. Chuckle honestly it's still quite surprising knowing that the three legendary dragons have penchant for dancing. Sona. Adjusting her glasses well, guess everyone have a side of them that other people wouldn't know. Rainer. Together with Calwarner and Middle join everyone while bringing several plate of food everyone we brought some cookies and sandwiches. Grayfia. Came following after those three bringing drinks I bring some refreshments everyone. Who knew? Ooh can I have some? Milikas. Me too. Middlet. Grin sure thing. After everyone have taken their fill of eating the meals. Boru. Man that was really good. Mickey. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I have a really good cookies like that. Then Alana. Giggle indeed it is. Zeodicus. Turning looking at the door. Wonder they will come out. Right after he said that the door slowly opened showing both Issei and Vali came in tattered clothes while gasping for breath exhausted before fall to the floor, muttering a bit before passed out unconscious from exhaustion. Vali. Bucking. Slavid rivers how the heck those training are related to dancing at all. Issei. Who the buck devised that kind of training plan? With everyone that was stupefied a moment before collecting themselves and goes towards both of them in worry especially their family carrying them to nearest couch while those that stayed see Great Red, Drag and Albion coming out from the room with military instructor outfit while Great Red still in chibi dragon form wearing the outfit with instructor cap. Drag. Well it was disappointing seems like both of them have long way to go shaking head disappointed. Albion. Let out a snort it's pathetic you know both of them are so stiff that they barely passed the first level of training. Great Red. Anyway if they thought that those training are tough, they're mistaken they still have 99 level left of Teacher Keith, dancing course training plan menu beyond hell they need to go through what we endure back then cuckoo together Drag and Albion let out deranged chuckle, making those that heard it darting back away further from them from unease. While both Issei and Vali despite being unconscious start shivering after the three of them laugh. Skeeth. Let out an amused laugh making his presence known making everyone turn towards him well, seems everyone here how is it? Ophis. Oh it's normal like usual together with Lilith poking unconscious Issei and Vali cheek with a stick. Greg. Well us three just finished training them with our dance teacher training plan. Albion. They still got long way to go. Great Red. Indeed it is, such a shame that teacher Keith wasn't here if not he would surely put both of them into shape, together with Drag, and Albion let out a sigh. Skeeth. Chuckle while thinking sorry my dear students all in due time till I reveal myself to the three of you. Bossip together with Corbenik appear out of nowhere, making some of cast screaming being startled by their sudden appearance. Corbenik. My bad, sorry if both of us carrying you all. Sirzech. It's alright no harm done do you three mind if we wait for a while before the next viewing, waiting for both of them to wake up first. Pointing to unconscious Issei and Vali. Skeeth. Sure thing, before that snap his fingers restoring Issei and Vali clothes back to normal while healing them from exhaustion, bringing their energy back to normal. Now you all just need to wait for them to woke up you all go to the viewing room, first us three will cook some food for all of you to eat while watching the viewing together with and Corbenik goes towards the kitchen. With Xcast nodding before goes to viewing room carrying unconscious Issei and Vali. Scene change viewing room. Scene showing Xcast are currently waiting for the host before noticing Issei and Vali stirred awake from their state of unconsciousness. Issei. Where am I? Vali. Please tell me that the training are finished. But Vali together with Issei shivering remembering the training that Great Red, Drag and Albion put them through for the sake of dancing, making others curious about it. Rainer. Issei-kun what kind of training making you together with Vali-san have such reaction? Issei. Giving pained smile before replying something horrible. For sure. Vali. Yeah we rather not remember. Rainer. Well. If you both say so we won't ask further. But other cast nodding before glancing at Great Red, Drag and Albion who give them maniacal shit-eating grin, making them turn away feeling disturbed. Skeeth. coming through together with Corbenik pushing large trolley going inside the room putting them near the corner beside the viewing screen. While everyone else got curious before goes towards them wondering what kind of food was it. Sorry for taking some time but these food here was among our favorite foods open up all the lid, showing the foods for everyone to see. Nasi lemak, Brody can I, together with all of its variants. Sade and also all of its variants. Lemang, Pechapit, Rendang, Murtabak, Atak, Sadar, Rempaic, Brody John, sugarcane drink, Dodal. While most of cast especially the glutton's mouth already watering seeing the assortment of dish displayed. Corbenik. Chuckle well what are you all still waiting for dig in. Iku. Oh yeah. Pauki. Last one eat dirt. But both rushing toward the food and drink before others start following suit eating while Skeeth and Corbenik chuckles seeing that. Skeeth. Heck glad they like it. Sirzech. Chuckling seeing Milica's enjoying the food while patting Grayfia's shoulder reassuring her. It's alright Grayfia it was once in a while for Milica's to act like a normal kid his age, eating snacks like that. Grayfia. Sighing soft yeah, you're right dear, Milica's still a kid he should enjoy his youth. Issei. Man, these food are awesome, I have to learn how to cook all this later catch a book thrown to his way. Those book contains the recipe on how to cook those food just now and its other varieties. Issei. Did small fist pump in excitement oh yeah thanks San. Kunu. Aka-san these dodal taste really good. Yasaka. Yeah it reminds me of mochi and dango, with how chewy it is not to mention how sweet it is. Kuroka. Yeah, and look at two of them point at Ophis and Lilith that have their mouth full of food, they surely love it Naya. After a certain amount of time eating before everyone was in their respective seat with some have plate of food or snacks in their hand especially the kids, while Lilith and Ophis having large stack of dodal and rempaic on their plate eating it together with popcorn. Skeeth. Well, without further ado point the remote to screen. Screen open. Scene showing the rest of 2B class students except Zenobia and Arena that already know Vali but doesn't know who are the other two, are standing stupefied looking at the three newcomers, especially the one claiming he was their teacher older brother, are brought out of their stupor after hearing a loud slap sounds before turning their heads, looking at the origin of the sound seeing Issei who's passipuming himself before he let out long groan for the rest of the class to hear. Issei. Oh my god please give me strength why he have to come to visit start massaging his forehead for the incoming headache. Azazel. Ooh boy, considering other Vali personality is, this gonna be troublesome for other Issei. Tobio. Chuckle have to admit this is going to be interesting to see. Greg. You know what this is gonna be enjoyable for sure start munching popcorn even though it was other version seeing Issei suffer from headaches and embarrassment instead of me was a nice change of pace. Albion. I can agree with you Drag, seeing our host making a fool of themselves was a nice change of pace. But both Issei and Vali yell hey from Drag and Albion comment. Vali. For the love of please other me, don't drag my reputation through in Vali. Grinning oh come on Issei, what's wrong with your good older brother came to visit you at school, here's the bento you forgot goes towards teacher desk, giving Issei his bento with Issei said, thanks for the gesture. Issei. So why you're the one that bring me my forgotten bento, pretty sure others would be the one that would deliver it, but why you? All Vali are brought into his memory lane thinking what happened earlier. Small flashback start. Rainer. Oh, Issei-kun forgot his bento. Halwerner. Chuckle well, guess we have small trip to make. Middled. I'm a little bored actually, besides it's about time for us to visit Issei-kun's school where he's working. Asia. Oh can I join too I also want to see what kind of school I will go attend to. Ravel. Well, let's go then about to go pick up the bento but it was snatched by Vali. Vali. Using his other hand waving a finger sorry to burst your bubble girls but I have to stop what all of you gonna plan to do. Rainer. Wy Vali-san. Vali. Chuckle well it would ruin the surprise if all of you shown up at the school right now. Ravel. Surprise. But Vali explain his reasons and plans and when is it for the girls to show themselves at the school even though they understand, they can't help but pout for the missed chance to deliver the bento. Small flashback end. Vali. With the best poker face he can muster start replying simple, I'm bored and I got nothing to do anyway. But Issei narrowing his eyes trying to figure out what Vali are thinking and let out small huff after found nothing. Sirzech. Oh boy, I can't help but feel pity for other little brother. Azazel. Chuckle seems like other Vali are planning something interesting for sure. Issei. Anyway I can understand that Vali came to visit to deliver the bento but how did you two also come along looking at Drag and Albion before sending telepathic link message to Drag, didn't you said you gonna go outside for a little bit just now to pick up for KFC and Pizza Hut you ordered? How the heck did you come back together with two of them instead? Drag. Well I meet Vali on the way heading there so decided to tag along with him and Albion also decided tag along too. Murayama. You Vali-san wasn't it? Together with the rest of female students except Zenobia and Arena blushing red seeing three new hot eye alongside their teacher in their class for eye candy. Vali. Yes I am what do you want to ask? Murayama. You said Issei sensei older brother ... but you both doesn't look the same. Hadis. Yeah, you doesn't look Japanese. Ali. Grinning, making most of female students swoon. Well, I was adopted by the family, put Issei in a headlock, making Issei eye twitching in annoyance. The name Vali Haidu, the older brother of your teacher here, and was a year older than your teacher Sue. How's my rascal of little brother been treating you all since he works here? While some of X's cast are turning back and forth looking between their Vali and the one on the screen with blank eyes. Iku? Okay, I admit, seeing girls swooning at Vali like a fangirl is honestly creeping me out. Arthur? Same with me. Making a disturbed expression. Issei? Yeah, even my hair are standing out from how creepy it is. Shivering. Azazel? Yeah, sure, he's handsome by normal human standards, but it just whatever, it's hard to describe. Yeah, let's go with that, shaking head in wonder. Odin? Indeed, it's completely bizarre, nodding in agreement together with Thor, Balder and Vidar. Vali? Hey, Ika. Well, learning under sensei was really fun, everything he teaches us was easy to understand, with the rest of the students nodding in agreement. So ... who are they? Looking at Drake and Albion, but Issei finally managed to release himself from the headlock, giving Vali a stink eye before answering the question. Issei. Well, to answer your question, Curious and those two are Dragons Albion, but Vali, Drake and Albion give Issei a look of disbelief before talk with each other in their mind. Vali. Oi, Issei, did you seriously just put Z at the front of their name? Drake. Yeah, I mean, sure, it sounds cool, but does it have to be Z? Albion. Don't tell me you get the idea from Dragon Ball Z. Considering both me and Drake are dragon. But Issei was silent for a while before replying. Issei. No comment. Besides, all of you doesn't tell me that you all are gonna visit me at school, I don't have time to improvise, just roll with it. While most of X's cast are chuckling that despite being serious, other Issei tend to make a blunder sometimes, like their Issei. Drake. I admit, that name sounds cool, I'm gonna use it when gone incognito when I go out. Albion. Same. While both Drake and Albion turned to the class, let out small cough before introducing themselves. Drake. Well, kids, the name's Reg's Eyes Och, godfather of Issei here, pointed Issei with his thumb. Albion. And I am Albion's Wyber, godfather of Vali. We are from Wales and was friends with their late parents, so that's why we decided to become their godfather. While Issei and Vali give blank stares after hearing their improvised full names. Greg. Damn, other me got talent, our incognito name rhymes. Albion. Same, never expected, other me got it in him, nodding satisfied. While most of X's cast was also in same state like other Issei and other Vali, looking at Drake and Albion in disbelief. Male student A. Holy shit, their name rhymes. Male student B. So cool. Ali. Sue, I've been wondering. Does my little bro here got any nickname since he start working here? But Suda. Oh, sensei nickname was Merciless Emperor of Brutal Truth. But Vali let out small snort, holding his laugh hearing that. Ali. PFT, ha 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 ha, seriously? You gotta be kidding me, he has nearly the same nickname during our time in university. All the rest of the students perk up interested. Arena. Oh, what is it? What is it? Issei. Eye twitching, don't you dare say it, Vali. Warning him not to say further, but get ignored anyway. Ali. You probably won't believe me, but back then during our time in university, his nickname was Savage Emo Emperor of Truth, making most of the students in class let out small snort of laughter hearing that, but most cast in the room let out small snort before laughing out loud after hearing the nickname, especially Vali. Ali. PFT, ha 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 ha, Emo Emperor, ha 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 ha. Iku. Slapping his knees, laughing from Breast Emperor to Emo Emperor, that was epic, ha 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 ha. Issei. Hey, Issei. I shouldn't forgot to bring the bento now this idiot come to school. Old Vali, who overheard what Issei just said, let out mock gasp, feeling insulted. Vali. Hey, I'm not an idiot, you know I got PhD. You know PhD brought out his PhD certificate before shoving it to front of Issei face. Issei. Eye twitching, more like PhD of being an idiot. Did you seriously bring that certificate to everywhere you go, you idiot? Azazel. Spat out his drink, holy shit, but Emperor got PhD. Ali. Okay, that's it, you're dead, you asshole. Albion. Count me in, that booker just remind me of bad memories. But furious Vali and Albion start chasing Azazel across the room before managing to catch up with him, giving him a brutal beatdown, making Azazel are fully covered in cast from the aftermath. Shemhazai. That idiot, he never learned to control what he gonna say, shaking head disappointed. Barakiel. Chuckle, well at least we got a good show from that. Bakabiel. Munching popcorn, agreed. Ika. Wow, should it be safe to say that sensei also got PhD too? Why you didn't tell us you have PhD too, sensei? All the rest of the students looking at the two brothers in amazement and respect. I see. Sighing before replying, yeah, I have it, but never found any importance to tell everyone. Besides, it was just a paper, it won't decide your future. Here's small life advice from me: to be completely reliant on what you learn from school won't get you far, it will only help, not decide. Learn what you can to help you venture the world to gain life experience, and lastly, wisdom can't be learned, it can only be tempered. But the rest of 2B class students taking their notes on the piece of advice. Ali. Chuckle still holding on to sensei advice Issei. Issei. What, it's a good advice though, Michael. It's been quite so far since the viewing. I wonder when they will reunite back with their teacher. Be real. Have to admit, their teacher life advice was right. Raphael. Indeed. Hadis. Sensei. Greg. Oh, it was their teacher that take care of them, since they're little brats, and also the one that found Vali to be adopted by Haidu family, Albion. And the one that become their guardian after late Mr. and Mrs. Haidu passing. But both Issei and Vali let out small smile remembering the time they spend with Haidu couple and learning under their teacher, Murayama. Oh, their teacher must be a great person. Issei. Chuckle, well he is. If I doesn't meet him back then I wonder how me and Vali would turn out. Probably I will become classmates of you all, making all the students imagining the scenario if Issei become their classmate. But everyone are brought out from their musing after hearing school bell ringing signaling recess time. Motohama. Oh man, I really wish we can hear more. If I brought my bento here, I can hear more while eating. Mitsuda. Same, shame it's time for recess. Greg. Haha, don't worry kids, conveniently both me, Vali and Albion bought a lot of KFC and Pizza Hut here, you all can eat here during the recess. It's time for a feast. Brought up one of plastic bag containing KFC and Pizza Hut for the class to see. Albion. Alright kids, let's arrange the table first, then we eat. But the students let out a cheer for free food before excitedly rearrange their desk, forming a large table in the middle of the class before Vali, together with both Drag and Albion, brought up all the plastic bag containing all the food and start laying all of it on the table, while Issei shaking his head amused seeing what currently transpire before helping them laying all the food across the table. Just like this, but the table was filled with KFC and Pizza Hut foods. Meanwhile at other place, scene showing Rias, Akeno, Kaneko, Sona and Tsubasa was holding an extra bento box in their hand, happily humming a tune with small blush on their face, going out from their class and heading towards 2B classroom. Azazel. Who, so that's the reason why other Vali, Drag and Albion brought a lot of food. They've planning to bring it for Issei students, knowing they will deliver the bento when it's about time for recess, so they can talk more when eating without disrupting the class session. Nice plan, killing two birds with one stone. Bicabial. Oh shut up you nerd, no need to explain it in detail. Throw a cushion at Azazel's face, making others laughing seeing that. Serafal. Still other So-chan and other Tsubasa-chan going on offensive. Hana So-chan, I want to eat your cooking after this. Smile happily, pretty sure Issei-chan would love to eat your food too. Sona. Really Wani-sama. Issei. Nervously sweating with an awkward smile replying while giving a thumbs up, sure I would love to. Sona. Genshiro. Thinking while giving Issei a look of pity while let out small breath of relief. Good luck Haidu, may you survive this ordeal. While Rias and Akeno giving melancholic smiles seeing their other self on the screen while thinking. Ris and Akeno. Good luck other me, I hope you win his heart and doesn't make the same mistake like me. Hineko, after looking at her other self, cheerful expression turned towards Issei who was talking with Sona and Serafal before let out small mutter senpai. Bold Tsubasa was blushing red being teased by the rest of Citri Peerage members. Act to present. Scene showing everyone are currently eating enjoying themselves before Vali strike a conversation. Ali. So. How's summer break treating you all? Hadis. Oh it's the best, many of us gone for a trip to the beach. Aika. How both you and Sensei, any great experience to share? Unnoticeable to everyone, Issei, Vali, Drag and Albion flinch remembering their hunt in that world, especially against the Chibis in Mask, Pony from Hell, Angry Monkey B-52 Bomber, and more importantly, the time they was assaulted by 3 versions of Zinniger while holding back a shiver in phantom pain before Issei answered the questions. Issei. It was memorable for sure but nothing noteworthy to share, we just travel around sightseeing with Vali, Drag and Albion nodding in agreement. Ali. Noticed Mitsuda and Motohama depressed state after the question about the experience during summer break. Why you two, what's wrong? Matsuta and Motohama. Nothing, it just start crying before continue talking. Both of us are still a virgin, but the rest of students in the class fassipum and giving them stink eye for what they just said, especially the females. Issei and Vali. What? Greg. Seriously? Albion. You gotta be kidding me. Motohama. Turn giving the rest of male students a glare, no need to hide it, all of you already done it right you traitors. But other male students turn away while let out an innocent whistle pretending not knowing what they are talking about. Mitsuda. Now only us both are still virgins compared to other traitors. Ali. Let out a snort, oh that's it, I thought it was something severe. Motohama. Oh come on Vali-san, together with Sensei both of you are handsome, I'm sure that you both wasn't a virgin already. Mitsuda. Let alone both Zrag-san and Albion-san, considering how handsome they are, pretty sure they also wasn't a virgin and has lots of experience under their belt. But both Drag and Albion hanging their head down depressed while muttering. BDRAIG and Albion. Wasn't a virgin and has tons of experience, huh? While the rest of cast can't help but wincing seeing both Drag and Albion state from the accidental burn. After hearing that comment the rest of the students turned towards Issei Vali Drag and Albion, who was silent for a while before Issei start talking awkwardly. Issei. Ahem, I afraid that both of you are wrong. Matsuda and Motahama. Huh. All the perceptive ones already connecting the dots widen their eyes in surprise. Aika. Wait. Don't tell me that. Murayama. Sensei and Hadis. Vali sent together with Sreg-san and Albion-san. Ali. Shrugs guess like the cat out of the bag already you that already guessed all four of us are still virgins and never had hex before. All students. All the screen paused during the students mid-shouting before several words start forming and each pointing an arrow at Issei Vali Drag and Albion respectively. Issei 1767 years old virgin emo dude. Vali 1868 years old virgin idiot dude. Drag several thousand years old virgin dragon that unfortunately died as a virgin back then and miraculously revived from dead and sadly still a virgin. Albion another several thousand years old virgin dragon that also died a virgin and was also miraculously revived from dead and yes still a virgin, you know, a virgin. Narrator. I just hope that this two idiot dragon manage to find a girlfriend and lose their V card if not they totally sucks if died as a virgin again, not to mention that both of the two dragon never kissed someone at all in their life but both Drag and Albion felt like they got sucker punched right in the gut after seeing their description and hearing narrator jab towards them, making them hanging their head down depressed, forming a rain cloud above their heads. Issei. Turn looking at Drag in disbelief, wait Drag. You never kissed someone before. Drag. Damn you narrator, why you have to reveal our embarrassing secret? And yes, Issei, I never kissed someone at all before in my life. Albion. This is embarrassing, covering his red face out of embarrassment. Tannen. Alright, now I can't help but pity both of them. Prom Cruch. Same with you my friend. Azazel. Damn, did the narrator woke up at the wrong side of the bed. That was pretty brutal description. Sirzech. Agreed, he has no chill. While Tiamat was thinking to herself looking at Drag intently before unconsciously licking her lips with Drag felt a shiver and looking around nervously. Tiamat. Ara Drag kun if you're willing let this queen teach you the ropes. Rubbing both of her thighs together. Odin. Rubbing his beard thinking a bit before saying Seems like from what we just see from that unexpected information just now, both of that Issei and Vali was at least 50 years older than ours, probably more. Zeoticus. Scratching his beard, my guess is probably because of the diorama they keep using training themselves and the total amount of time they have spent in the other world that they have previously gone to visit before. Lord Agares. And from what we have learned so far, there's a total amount of 6 world they have gone to visit before. Lord Citri. Chuckle amused guess that's probably the reason they are mostly unaffected with girl advances, especially Issei. Lord Phoenix. Chuckle now we can safely to say that both of them are certified DILF, with the rest of Shipper Alliance members nodding in agreement. Mickey. Now I have mixed feelings when learning about this, our son was actually older than us in that world. Boru. Chuckle amused, the world or surely was a strange place, how older than us or not, he's still our son. Together with Mickey brought Issei into loving hug, making him embarrassed. Sirzech. Well, guess it makes sense after all about how they are so strong. Ajuka. And despite their true age they still hold their adult teen personality. Issei. Still now that I think about it, considering how strong both other me and Vali are, will they ever be pushed to use our own respective sacred gear? But the rest of cast was in deep thought hearing that before turned to Skeeth. Skeeth. Chuckle, well even though I hate spoilers, I'll make an exception, this time they will use it about when they will reveal themselves as boosted gear and dividing user. It would be during their reunion with their teacher. Michael. I see, it must something severe happening towards their teacher, forcing them to reveal themselves. Indra. Now I can't help but pity the poor sap that forced them to use their sacred gear. But the screen turned black for a moment before brightening up, showing either who was in the middle of the hunt, currently sneaking around to prepare himself for surprise attack for the monsters he currently hunting, that was growling between each other. Issei. Oh, it's either Sen. I wonder what monsters he are currently hunting right now. But suddenly a word forming on the screen with an arrow pointing towards him. Either and here another melancholic emo dude that was at least 500, but quite possibly several thousands years old and as you guessed, still a virgin, and being a dense idiot he is doesn't help at all to help him lose his V card. Most of cast. Wait, what? Issei. Either Sen was that old. Sirzech. Wow, never thought that either Sen was older than most of us. Ajuka. Agreed, I thought he was at least more than 30 years old, at least it was quite surprising. Azazel. Guess he hold lots of secrets to tell, but I won't pry when he came visit next time, he probably has his own reasons. But the rest of cast nodding in agreement. Narrator. Sheesh, sure he's a dense emo idiot, but to think he still unknowingly managed to keep his V-card safe. All these time I wish those 4 girls and some others that hold feelings towards him good luck, trying to make him understand that they like and love him, guess, while also being a harem archon we can also call him virgin archon. Right after the narrator saying that, either let out loud sneeze revealing his position. Either. Who the heck just talk about me rubbing his nose before widen his eyes realizing what he previously doing and turn looking at the monsters he was hunting, noticing that all of them are charging towards him. Scene showing Thunderlord's integer, Apex Frenzy's integer and Apex Rampage's integer are charging towards either, while expelling high amount of bloodlust. Either. Oh for buck's sake brandishing his longsword preparing himself for battle. While most of cast flinch in their seat after seeing those 3's integer. Gabriel. I pray hoping he will be successful in his hunt. Issei. Wiping a sweat damn sure we have seen those 3's integer before but I still can't get used seeing them. Greg. Indeed not to mention that he are fighting all 3 of them at the same time. Albion. Truly such a formidable warrior he is. Ali. And man worthy of respect. Genshiru. You know what was it weird for me hoping when they will return back to that world. I'm dying to know what mission they need to clear to finally attain master rank. Udo. Can't blame you I honestly was also kind of excited to see it. Asper. Me too even though it is scary to see those monsters I also enjoy seeing them in action when hunting all those monsters. Back to present. Aika. Sensei. Are you serious? Issei. Nodding yes I am why should I lie all 4 of us are still a virgin besides Doze being a virgin or not matter at all. There's lots of things to be done than wasting time worrying about being a virgin or not. Motohama. Oh come on sensei, considering that you go to university at America, surely you have seen many beautiful Hexy 1E-sen out there, don't tell me that none of them strike your fancy. Vitsuda. Even though I hate to admit it both you and your brother together with Zrag-san and Albion-san was handsome as hell how the heck all of you are still a virgin. But both Drag and Albion eye twitching unnoticeable to everyone else after hearing that comment. All the same thing also happened to both Drag and Albion, making some let out small snickers feeling sorry for both of them. Issei. I admit nearly all female students in the university both me and Vali go to are attractive thinking a bit, except that bitch but you could say that we have seen and know many women, that word beautiful wasn't enough to describe them besides to me true beauty, come from the heart not appearance. Ali. Yep as he said and back then we are more focused to complete our studies as fast as we can. Greg. And for both me and Albion, both of us will only do all that to women that we will marry and spend the rest of our life only. Albion. And more importantly all of us are thinking with our head not with our hick. But the rest of the male students in the class coughing out an imaginary blood feeling attacked with the comment. Narrator. Cry critical hit combo. Sirzech. Sweat drops seems like the narrator-san are having fun with this viewing. Serafal. Yeah, he are talking more in this viewing compared to previous viewing. Murayama. Sensei can you tell us more about those women you have met? Hadis. Yeah we are really curious about it, especially when you said they are beautiful beyond words. Issei. Who should I say maybe about Hancock's and Robin-san and Nami-san. Ali. Chuckle about them man I wonder how they are right now together with everyone else I'm sailing with them. Issei. Chuckle same with me Vali. Aika. Sailing what does sailing have any connection with the names you just said sensei? Issei. Chuckle back then both me and Vali once applied to become a temporary sailor to experience the life sailing on the sea. Hancock-san was a captain on another ship, Robin-san was an archaeologist, while Nami-san was our navigator. Funnily enough all 3 of them hold feelings towards our idiot of a captain. Vali. Oh don't remind me of that, trying make Luffy-san understand that all 3 of them like him was hell. He's really dense how the heck he doesn't noticed all their advance towards him back then I'll never know. Good thing me and Issei finally managed to make him understand. Quite surprising that they are willing to share him though in the end he married them thinking not to mention the others. While all the male students hearing that burning in envy hearing someone manage to score upon 3 beauties. Greg. Shaking head amused remembering past experiences with Straw Hats who boy I miss those days. Albion. Watching you both sailing with them on the sea was truly an enjoyable experience. Arena. Oh do you have their pictures for us to see Issei-chan? Issei. I have but got a feeling that I shouldn't show them frowning sorry everyone but the rest of the students let out an awe hearing that but the female students understands knowing the reasons. Azazel. Considering that they saying they become a sailor could it be that it was related with their wanted poster? Skeeth. Nodding well I know what you all are thinking here how they looks like, show some pictures on the screen the first picture is Boa Hancock, second is Nico Robin, and last one is Nami. With most male of cast especially the weak-willed ones sprout out nosebleed after seeing the pictures while all the female in cast after seeing Boa Hancock can't help but feel inferior after noticing that her breasts are bigger compared to them. Azazel. Desperately holding back nosebleed. Holy shit, they was right, word beautiful alone wasn't enough to describe them, heck even Gabriel pale in comparison, making Gabriel feel a little down hearing that comment. But Azazel felt a chill and noticed smiling Michael, Uriel, Raphael and Metatron on his back and tried to run away but failed miserably before four of them dragging him out from the room before delivering a brutal beatdown for making Gabriel sad, with Azazel ending up using wheelchair. The Gabriel. Hearing Azazel scream, that idiot never learn. Odin. Looking shamelessly at the pictures without caring of his own nosebleed. Are you sure they are human cause? Their beauty and hexiness are beyond of this world. Passed out from nosebleed overload. Yasaka. Gloomily looking at her breast before looking at Boa Hancock breast. How is it possible? I never thought that I would lose in term of breast size. How is she still human with that breast size? Volvenilana together with Lady Phoenix, Itria Gares and other housewives open mouth speechless, seeing a woman beat them in breast department while their husband trying to cheer them up, saying they love them regardless of their breast size. Issei. I refuse to comment anything. I don't want to die yet, knowing that if he open his big mouth, he's dead because of his harem members. Iku. Their captain are sure one lucky bastard having managed to score upon these beauties. Tuckalo he is. Ow cow. Wait a minute. I just realized that other Vali in his thoughts, mentioning that there's others too, but the rest cast realized what Cow just said. Genshiru. Was it true that there's possibly others that are married with their captain? Skeef Corbenik. Give Cheshire grin. Who knows? Xcast. Thinking there's probably more for sure. Most of mailed Xcast. Thinking lucky bastard. Howky. Guess I can understand why other Issei decided not to show their picture, considering how horny those two are. Issei. Scratching the back of his head sheepishly, knowing Mitsuda and Motohama behavior. Yeah, I agree with you, that probably the case. While the rest of the students are continuing eating their food, Issei was having a conversation with Vali, Drake and Albion. Vali. Man, many things happened, looking at Issei with mock disappointed look. Back then you are such a rascal, before now you're an emo. Why Issei? Just why? Issei. Giving Vali blank stare. And you from an edgy brat become an idiot. Vali. Let out a snort. By and have two emo in the house? No way in hell, man. Greg. Now I can't help but remember when you two first fight between each other, chuckle amused. Albion. What a chaos back then. Sweat drops. Shiva. Oh, who so it gonna show how they first officially met and fight, huh? Flashback start. Scene change. Haidu house 10 years ago. Scene showing little 8-year-old Vali who was frowning sitting at the couch watching TV. Lavinia. Desperately trying to hold back her nosebleed, seeing younger Vali and fanning herself. Oh my. Issei. So that's how Vali used to act, huh, when he's a kid? Azazel. Oh, he totally is. You wouldn't believe what an emo he is back then, with Vali eye twitching hearing that. Albion. Time surely flies fast. Ollie. Why I got a bad feeling for some reason. Start looking around feeling he was being hunted. Ollie. Get bored watching TV before using the remote, turning it off and get up heading towards kitchen getting some water to drink and start looking around the house before muttering to himself. It's already been 2 weeks since he saved me and bring me here. Hey Albion. Do you think he has any ulterior motive bringing me here? Albion. Nah, I don't think so. He saved you out of kindness of his heart. Still, that guy was quite off, even though he can normally show an expression. It's like it wasn't fully there, more like most of the core point of helping him to show his emotions are missing, like it was stolen from him, making his emotions empty all time. But my instinct told me that he means well and genuinely. Ollie. If you say so, Albion, I believe you. Sirzech. Make a worried expression. Stolen. Is there something wrong happened to their teacher? Odin. This is quite interesting and worrisome. Having emotions got stolen was quite severe. Azazel. Guess we can only wait until their teacher identity will be revealed. Albion. Oh, that's right, the red one at 7 o'clock. But Vali turned towards younger 7-year-old Issei, who was grinning at him, making him annoyed, remembering his constant pestering during these 2 weeks he started living here. Ollie. TCH, what do you want? Issei. Hey, you've been staying inside your room all these time. This is the first time I see you go out. How about we go play or train outside? Greg. Are you sure about this, partner? He's your supposed rival, you shouldn't play with him. Mickey. Oh, I missed how Issei looks like when he's a kid. Oru. Yeah, I missed those days. While most female of Xcast are gushing seeing how both Issei and Vali looks like when they are younger. Kuroka. Holding back nosebleed. Naya. So cute, Naya. Yasaka. Resting her cheek on her palm before start breathing heavily and looking at Issei while licking her lips. Issei. Why I feel like I'm in danger. Sweating nervously. Rias. Blushing red. Little Issei. Akeno. Yufufu. So cute. Licking her lips. Sirzech. Still. Seems like other little brother managed to awaken Drake at such a young age. Azazel. Indeed, guess their teacher played a role making him awaken Drake earlier. Issei. So that was the case. I wonder how other me awaken you, Drake. Same, have to admit, I'm also curious how it happens. Scene showing Issei constantly following Vali around the house asking him to play with him even, though Vali saying no many times, and already used many kinds of means to push Issei away he's still stubbornly following him, but most of X's cast are amused seeing their interaction. Before Vali had enough of the constant asking and, Vali. Okay that's it Tui turned towards Issei and spit at him before Issei jumped back evading the spit. Issei. Hey why you spit at me, Vali? Don't ask me even I'm shocked yell out in pain after his ear got pulled by smiling Lavinia who scolded him for bad behavior. Issei. Hahaha take that, Iku. Bahahaha never thought that he would resort to spitting hahaha. Issei. Grinning oh you want to play spitting match huh? I'm game fireworks Tui jump before spinning while spitting all over the place with Vali hide behind the table for cover. Issei. Start yell out in pain after his ear got pulled by angry Mickey for spitting around in the house. Vali. Hot take that While most of X's cast are laughing seeing how both two brothers are fighting by spitting. Azazel. I dub this as spitting war hahaha. Scene showing both brothers start using magic continue spitting around the house making a mess. Vali. Magnum Tui collecting spit in his mouth before shooting all of it at Issei who evaded by jumping behind the couch for cover before retaliating. Issei. Mortar Tui let out huge amount of spit before spitting it on the air at Vali location. Vali. Gatling Tui jump to the side before spitting in rapid succession at Issei who start jumping around, evading all over the place from the spit before jumping above Vali. Issei. Airstrike Tui start spitting mid-jump like a plane dropping bombs at Vali who's cartwheeling aside. Vali. Railgun Ptuihh collect the spit in his mouth, making a big bowl of spit before shooting it several times before Issei evade all of it, making all the spits miss with the spit's bullets, making several see-through hole on the wall upon impact. Issei. Shotgun Ptui appear in front of Vali before letting out widespread spit at him only to miss, and the ow spit hit all the furniture across the house, making countless amount of holes. Vali. Bazooka Ptuihh shot a concentrated blast of spit at Issei, only to miss and hit a wall and explode on contact, destroying the said wall. Issei. Grenade Ptuihh shot several glob of spit across the room before running out from the room, with the glob of spits explode, right after he run out from the room making loud explosion. But both of them still in their spitting match, completely turning the house into a mess without realizing that the Haidu couple already returned home and stopped what they are doing after hear Mrs. Haidu scream of horror, after seeing the state of the house ending with both of them get scolded and forced to clean the entire house, while the Mr. Haidu was laughing all the way while helping both of them cleaning the house. Flashback end. While the entire room was laughing non-stop from the beginning of the brothers' first fight, with some already passed out from laughing overload. Iku. Bahahahahaha holy shit that's the most epic battle I ever seen in my life. Sirzech. Together with Zeodicus and Milikas clutching their stomach laughing after seeing the hilarious scene have to admit, I never seen people fight in that way before hahahahaha. Serafel. Hahahaha both of them are too funny. Azazel. PFFHTTT my pancreas hurt someone get me a medic hahaha fall to his side laughing. Greg. Hahaha have to admit that was hilarious as buck hahaha. Albion. GFFTTT I won't laugh. Accidentally remembered the scene other younger Vali hanging on ceiling fan using it as a medium spinning around to spit across one of the room they're battling in the house, making him laughing hard okay that's it, I'm gonna laugh gahahahaha. While both Issei and Vali still holding their red ear in pain, are blushing red embarrassed with their other younger self embarrassing antics. Issei. Blushing a bit remembering the spitting match with Vali, I can't believe it that I'd done those stupid things with you before. Vali. Chuckle oh well, don't mull over it Issei back then we was a kid you know what I wonder what Luffy-san and others are doing right now. Issei. Dunno, probably still traveling across the CI, still can remember how we meet them smile in nostalgia, can't believe it myself that their world was the first world we go though, but I'm glad for it. Vali. Yeah not to mention all those adventures we have with a man, hanging around with Luffy-san and everyone else was a blast. Issei. Sweat drops remembering many stupid things they do in their adventures yeah it was. Another flashback start, scene change thriller bark, scene showing 8 years old Issei and 9 years old Vali together with Frankie Chopper Usopp Zoro Sanji and Robin, split away from Oz who jumped above them and fall to where they previously at. Issei. Jaw drops what the buck they just fight. But most of X's cast was speechless after seeing that. Skeeth. A giant zombie containing all battle techniques of their captain. Azazel. Excuse me did I just heard you right? Yep as Skeeth just said a zombie containing Luffy battle techniques. Michael. How's that possible? Corbenik. Oh, During one of their journey they encountered a devil fruit user that have control over shadows. Start explaining what is devil fruit to cast. That devil fruit user managed to snatch away their captain's shadow from him, and that user can put the shadow they stole to a soulless or different body, and that body will gain all battle techniques, habits, personality quirks and become obedient to that devil user, and those whose their own shadow got stolen from them have to stay away from sunlight before they got their shadow back, lest they will turn to ash only by making those zombies containing their shadow eating salt, or if that devil user relinquish their control, will make the trapped shadow in the body they inhabit are released back to their own original owner. Sirzech. You know what, I'm kinda glad that those devil fruits doesn't exist in our world, considering how logic-defying its abilities is. It will bring more harm than good. But the rest of cast nodding in agreement with Sirzech's statement. Vali. So they currently are fighting zombie of a giant that have their captain shadow. How this is quite interesting. Boru. I really hope that our other son would be alright. He's still a kid from what we just see. Mickey. Praying hoping that our alternate son would be safe. Please be careful, Issei. Skeeth. And currently at this point, aside from their captains Oros and Sanji-san, shadow also got stolen. Odin. So those are the rest of the pirate crew they joined. I can tell they are extraordinary bunch. Corbenik. And the little talking humanoid reindeer was the doctor of the crew with cast give in ridiculous look hearing that. Azazel. You know what, I'm not gonna question it anymore for my own sanity. First giant zombie now talking reindeer that was apparently a doctor with the rest of cast nodding in agreement. Ajuka. Was I right to assume that this event happened earlier, considering that Robin-san looks younger than the picture you show us? Skeeth. Indeed, the picture of Robin-san was 2 years after this event. After evading the attack, Frankie are running heading towards Issei, Vali, Yusuf and Chopper. Frankie. Damn, you have a taste of our combined strength, you guys. Tactic 15. Issei, Vali, USOPP and Chopper. Hey. We're gonna using that. Greg. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Albion. For the love of please don't use that tactic. But both Dreg and Albion begging them not to use it, but got ignored anyways. Frankie. Why Zoro Sanji stand by am support my legs. But Issei as the left arm and Vali as the sword. Chopper. Pirate docking 6 giant robot warrior Big Emperor. But the rest of cast burst out laughing after seeing what just transpired, while some of the childish ones are shouting excitedly. Sirzech. I shining excitedly UOHHHH Sugi. Serafal. So awesome. Ophis. So cool. Issei. What the heck? Ollie. The buck did I just see? Azazel. That was so bucking cool but stupid at the same ha 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 ha. Iku. Holy shit, that pirate group looks fun to hang around. Frankie. Alright, here we go. Heroically jump towards Oz, brandishing the sword to strike Oz down. Take this docking sword Emperor slash. Only to get punched by Oz, launching him Yusuf, Chopper, Issei and Vali towards a large rock, embedding them inside it, while Zoro and Sanji managed to evade in time, and Robin, who was facepalming to herself after seeing what just transpired. Oz. That's it, come on, show me the docking more. Start throwing a tantrum feeling disappointed. Flashback end. Sirzech. Knew not the pirate docking. Serafal. All this sucks. I wish to see them in action more. While the others are laughing after seeing the epic fail. Great Red. Ha 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 ha, epic fail. Azazel. Still chuckling from the laughter. Was it safe to assume this world they go was the catalyst influencing how other Vali act today? Skeeth. Yep, it is. Luffy-san adventure spirit and stupidity was contagious, and that's the reason other Valis start becoming like he currently is today. Greg. You know what, good thing both of you accidentally go to that world, suddenly unable to use sacred gear, and magic was quite an eye-opener to you both. Albion. Good thing that at least we can still communicate with you both. Cow. So they both unable to use sacred gear, magic and supernatural abilities, huh? That's quite a surprising piece of information. Udo. If that's the kind of opponents they fought on nearly daily basis, I guess I can understand why both of them putting an emphasis for our other self to train our physical and body endurance, more with the rest of Gremory Peerage members and Citri Peerage members nodding in agreement. Genshiru. Yeah, hate to admit it, but I don't think we can easily adapt in that world, seeing that we lost access to our own sacred gear magic and supernatural abilities there. Sirzech. Indeed, all of us can only rely on our own natural physical strength, making those that was over-reliant on their supernatural abilities at disadvantage, and from what we just see it was 2 years in the past in that world, meaning the opponent they fought 2 years after that must be formidable, compared to the zombie giant they fought just now. Michael. Indeed, and in my opinion, this world they first go to manage to help them to be prepared earlier for the world they go for hunting monsters, considering in that world those monsters resides have more severe restrictions than the first world they go with the rest of cast nodding in agreement. Issei. Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise though after learned that both of us unable to use magic and sacred gear, considering how both of us was over-reliant with it before and readjusting our way of fighting to adapt. Ollie. grinning, but the best part was learning new way of fighting. Never thought such way of fighting exist before, even though it was hell to learn it, albeit barely. But other three let out a smirk knowing what Vali was talking about, but Xcast was interested what they are talking about. Issei. A new way of fighting. Vali. Even if I'm curious, I'll just wait for now, maybe we will see it in the future. But the rest of Xcast nodding in agreement while everyone continue eating before heard several knock on the door before Issei said come in with door open, revealing Rias, Sona, Keno, Tsubasa and Kaneko, with each of them shyly holding a bento box in their hands. Issei. Oh, it's you five, what is it? While everyone else in the classroom stop eating looking interested about what gonna happen. Aika. Oh, I can smell another big scoop. Temporarily stopped writing the news about Issei and his brother being a virgin on her phone. Rias. Was it alright if you take this bento sensei? I accidentally make more than intended this morning, it would be a waste to thrown it out. Brought out bento on her hands forward showing it to everyone to see. Sona. Why yeah, I also accidentally make more, do you mind having these bento sensei? Bakeno. Sensei, I would love it if you accept these bento from my hands. Tsubasa. Ahem, blushing a bit, coincidentally I also make more than intended, do you mind having these bento sensei? Kaneko. You I tried to cook a bento, do you mind? Tasting it and give an opinion of it sensei. But all five of them are blushing while helping Issei will take their bento. Ali. Nudging Issei's sides with his elbow. Oi Issei, go accept it, they honestly wish for you to receive those bentos, don't let them down. But Issei let out a sigh before decided to accept those bentos. Issei. Getting up from his seat heading towards the five of them, well then, I'll take all these bentos, thank you for giving it to me, making five of them smile happily hearing that before walking towards Issei to give him the bentos. Well, there's a glint on Vali's eyes seeing that. Issei. Oh, I don't like that look. Vali. Please. Other me. Please stop whatever thing you're thinking you're gonna doing. Well, most of Xcast are interested in what gonna happen next, and Vali decided to sneakily make an invisible thread of energy on walking path of five of them, making them trips and fall forward with five of them accidentally grip pants of stunned Issei in mid-fall, before dragging it down, revealing Issei in his boxer for everyone to see. While in meantime Vali, Drag and Albion catch all the bentos in the air to prevent wasted effort of these maiden, while grinning amused seeing what just happened. But Rias, Akeno, Sona, Tsubasa and Kaneko after managed to collect themselves noticed what they are currently gripping before looking up seeing blank-faced Issei in his boxer, making them realizing what they just done, making them blushing red embarrassed while start sweating being nervous for accidentally half stripping Issei down to his boxer. With Rias, Akeno, Sona, Tsubasa and Kaneko after managed to collect themselves noticed what they are currently gripping before looking up seeing blank-faced Issei in his boxer, making them realizing what they just done, making them blushing red embarrassed. Yep, they are making this face. While the entire classroom was silent except the sounds Vali, Drag and Albion snickering and sounds of phone taking pictures courtesy of Aika. Screen close, but Xcast are quiet before. Howky. Holy shit, it's a reverse lucky pervert situation, I thought it was a myth. Iku. That Haidu being on the receiving end of dress break. Greg. Hahaha, this is gold, I never thought that Issei would be the one on the receiving end being stripped, bahahaha. And some start laughing, especially the immature ones for the unexpected situation that just happened. While Issei, Rias, Akeno, Sona, Tsubasa and Kaneko are still blushing red after seeing the embarrassing scene before being teased by others, making them blushing further. Skeeth. Chuckle and get up after noticing all the food are finished. You all do your own thing, we gonna do the dishes and going somewhere after that. But Skeeth and Corbenik collect all the empty dishes before heading towards the kitchen washing it and leave the house to somewhere else. Scene change, unknown location. Scene showing Skeeth and Corbenik came out of portal facing the readers. Skeeth. You finally finished writing this chapter. Anyway, I hope everyone are entertained and enjoy this chapter and sorry for the late posting. Oh, don't worry, pretty sure the readers would like it. Corbenik. Yeah, no need to worry Skeeth, speaking of me and have somewhere to go, we'll be right back joining you. Open a portal before he and goes inside the portal that start closing after they go inside. Skeeth. Wonder where they are going, shrugs before turn to readers, whatever, I wish everyone to be in good health and spirit, see you later in next viewing. By the way, because I already reached picture limit, there's only one picture this time by wave hand before goes inside a portal. Conclusion. Broken hips. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day, bye.